Hello everybody, welcome to my channel Teaching in Nepal. Today we will discuss on an accent research. It is very important for teachers who want promotion from their level. This is a sample of accent research. Let's see how it is prepared. An accent research on improving pre-writing in secondary level. Submitted to Bagmati Province Government, Ministry of Social Development, Education Training Center, Dhulikhel, Kapripalancho. Submitted by, we write our name, Meke Fyuba, then level, secondary level English language teacher, Rasua Secondary School, Gosaikunda 6, Rasua. This is all about the front page. Let's see whole front page, how it is prepared. This is all about the front page. Let's see first what we write. An accent research on, then our topic improving pre-writing in secondary level, then submitted to, where we have to submit, we have to write this, then submitted by, our name, our level, then name of the school. In this way we write the front page of an accent research. After that, we start our accent research with introduction. As introduction, let's see. Among foreign language skills, writing in a foreign language is a daunting task. Trimble, 1996. Since a writer must consider many aspects, such as appropriate content, structure, grammar, punctuation, spelling, and vocabulary. Along with these aspects, to acquire expertise in academic writing requires hard work, patience, and academic guidance, irrespective of whether it is being written in one's mother tongue or in a second language. Powdell and Kewali, 2020, page number 149. Another language is another soul. Teaching another language is instructing learners transferring to another soul, which creates psychological, linguistic, sociocultural, pragmatics, and cognitive issues to the learners. Instead, English has been an obligatory part of the school curriculum and optional subjects to get mastery over in college and university level in most of the countries around the globe, not only in Nepal. The next paragraph. Accent research refers to teaching initiated classroom investigation which seeks to increase the teacher's understanding of classroom teaching and learning and bring out change in classroom practices. Accent research typically involves small-scale investigation in the teacher's own classroom and number of phases recurs in cyclical process. According to Kudlavin, most of us follow the sample of Kudlavin or process of Kudlavin. According to Kudlavin, an accent research project consists of the following four phases in its practice. They are planning, action or intervention, observation, reflection, which can be formalized as PAIR, PAOR, PAIR. An action research, if it is carried out in accordance with the essence of it, it functions as the tool for teacher professional development. It triggers to the teacher to investigate and explore classroom realities from different perspectives. Then we write classroom description. What type of class you have or you observe. The class observed was a group of 41 students of class 10 at Rasua Secondary School. The students were from the heterogeneous backgrounds in their regard of their social, economic, cultural as well as cognitive aspect. This research is related to the pre-writing teaching through the powers approach. Powers means here pre-writing, pre-writing, pre-writing or organizing, W writing or drafting, then E evaluating, R revising and sharing, S sharing. Approach in writing methods to use according to the context. Then at third stage we write identification of problem. Especially in my school, many students at secondary level feel difficult in different aspects of language like language skills, vocabulary, communication function, grammar, free writing, guided writing, etc. Among them, free writing is one of the common problems of my students in my class. They used to skip the free writing session or copy from different books or internet. Whenever there is a free writing exercise, they want to do it as their homework. Whenever I check their writing, it used to be same of the whole student which they copied from book or internet. It has been a big problem and challenging task for me to cope with the problem. I have to do something about it, so I use Power's approach in writing to improve the writing of my students. Then objectives of the study. What objectives we have? The objectives of these action research projects were to use scaffolding for teaching free writing, to enhance output in free as well as guided writing. Then selection and prioritization of the strategies. Prioritizations of the strategies. We know that it is good to select different kinds of teaching approach, materials, teaching approach, materials, techniques as well as strategies. So I had selected Power's approach to teaching pre-writing with following strategies. First one, provide explicit and concise instructions outlining the purpose, requirements, and expectations of the writing task. Demonstrate the writing process by modeling it for students. Use graphic organizers such as outlines, concept maps to organize their ideas before writing. Encourage students to engage in collaborative activities such as think, pair, share, where they think individually, discuss their ideas with a partner, and then share their thoughts with the whole class. To provide frames to support students in constructing sentences and paragraphs. Engage in guided practice session where students work on specific writing skills or techniques under my supervision. Encourage peer collaboration and feedback during the writing process. Ask students to share their writing in class and assembly if possible. These are the process. Then we move towards the methodology. Step with action. Let's see. Plan. We move to the plan. Part plan. Serial number 1. What to do? Use powers approach in writing. Why to do? Enable students for free writing activities. How to do? Motivating students. Graphic, graphic organizer as teaching materials. Providing frame of essay writing. Writing in group. Correcting possible mistakes. Rewriting and sharing in class. When to do? Mangshir 4 to 12. About a week. Then we move towards the action. In writing essay, students were habituated to copy from the book and internet. Their concentration was to write by copying rather than writing themselves. They felt hesitate to commit mistakes. Thus, students were motivated to write with the model writing and breaking the writing into small parts. I gave my support and guidance to develop their writing skill. I broke down complex writing tasks into smaller, more manageable steps and provide assistance at each stage of the writing process. I use the powers approach in following steps. Pre-writing powers. First P. Pre-writing. Provide explicit and concise instructions to students with tone of meditation, outlining the purpose, required materials and purposes of the writing tasks. Clarified students the allocated marks of pre-writing in their examinations. Then PO. Organizing. Demonstrate the writing process by modeling it. Show examples of good writing and discuss the thought processes and decision making involved. Use graphic organizers such as outlines, story maps, or concept maps to help students organize their ideas before writing. Visual tools were provided for structuring their thoughts and can assist in generating and sequencing ideas. Encourage students to engage in collaborative activities such as think, pair, share, where they think individually, discuss their ideas with partners. This allows students to articulate their ideas, receive feedback, and refine their thinking before writing. Then POW. W means here writing, or it is also called drafting. Third stage. Provide sentence starters or frames for constructing sentences and paragraphs. These poems can guide students in formulating their ideas and help them develop sentence structure and coherence in their writing. Engage in guided practice sessions where students work on specific writing skills or techniques under teachers' supervision. These involve activities like sentence combining, sentence expansion, or paragraph writing with you provides providing immediate feedback and support. POWE. Now, E means evaluating. Encourage peer collaboration and feedback during the writing process. Peer students are form writing groups where they can share and discuss their drafts, provide constructive feedback and offer suggestions for improvement from teacher's side. Peer collaboration promotes engagement, reflection and revision in short period of time. POWER, power, R means here revising. Constructive feedback was provided on students' writing, focused on specific strengths and areas for improvement, highlighting both content and mechanics. Students were encouraged to revise and edit their work based on the received feedback, promoting the idea that writing is a process of continuous improvement. Learners were allowed to make ownership of their writing, incorporate opportunities to reflect on their writing, encourage them to assess their progress, identify areas for growth, and set goals for future writing. Then, powers. Last S. S means here sharing. On the first day, the best student was encouraged to share his or her writing in the class, and then gradually to all students in assembly time. Telling the students started to share their writing ideas, techniques, and framings to other students, which made an easy and effective class. It took two whole periods at first week and later 15 minutes at last in my period. Students writing used to check every day and provided feedback and support to them. Every Friday, students were encouraged to show two writings in front of class. Then we go to observation, fire, planning, action. Then we move towards the observation. First 2 weeks, the students were not fully involved in writing. They still used some lines to copy from books or internet. They also felt hesitate to give their copy to check. When I started giving feedback individually and provided support in their need, the writing habit gradually began to collaborate with classmates and teachers. They felt happier when they get chance to read their writing in the class. Then fire, last one are reflection. The measure above mentioned and implementation in the class was quite satisfactory. Both teacher and students were satisfied for the improvement. At first it seems difficult, but later the writing improved gradually. The resources that I used were also very helpful. The problems that they had before were slowly disappeared. Moreover, the graphic organizers and group work helped them to encourage writing more. They later came up with some topic and asked the teacher to make that the topic for writing. In this way, students feel easy to write pre-writing rather than other time. Then conclusion. In conclusion, using powers approach in writing helps the students to improve their writing skills. Powers approach helps students in building their writing abilities gradually, allowing them to gain confidence and independence as writers. It certainly leads toward success. Students' active participation helps to create a friendly environment. Students used to copy the writing at first, which didn't help students them to develop writing skills. After using different kinds of scaffolding techniques, they felt easy to write and became helpful for long-term learning. When the students feel supported, they try to do more and ask for the required help. The collaborative learning environment in the classroom helps the students to tackle the problem they face while writing. This research seeks to enhance the teaching and learning experiences for the students, fostering their writing proficiency and self-expression. Then finally, we write some references. These are the references. In this way, we write an action research or we do action research in our class. This is all about action research which I prepared to submit as the project work of TBD training for secondary level English language teachers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 pages. Thank you everyone. Uh, if it is good, share to your friends. Thank you for watching.